This is day 2 of the first week of training, peaking for this meet in 7 weeks, so still very light and easy, easing back into it. Benching, still doing less is more for the bench. I'm scared to death of re-triggering my shoulder again, so just singles today. And have you ever had those days where you warm up and it just doesn't feel tight, doesn't feel explosive, then the last set feels perfect? That's what happens. So these singles at 315, they move fine because it's 315, but I just didn't feel very explosive. And finally, the third single felt perfect. Everything stayed nice and tight, leg drive was engaged. I mean, it felt perfect. So that happens once in a while with benching, I found. I wonder if you guys have experienced the same thing. Moved on to my volume work with dumbbells. So my whole thing is I'm doing just like singles. I'm doing like 3 singles in a row right now just to get warm, get comfortable with pausing again, and just get familiar with being under the bar again. But I'm not trying to do a lot of volume. This is not the most optimal way to build your bench, of course, but I'm just weighing what's worth what to me, and I want to keep the shoulder moving healthy. I want to be able to train regularly like I have been. I don't want to risk triggering the shoulder again, so I want to play it very safe with the bench. Less is more. Volume work with the dumbbells, the 130-pound dumbbells, which actually moved really surprisingly awesome today. So sets of 8 with those. Then I did my full bodybuilder thing, 2 back movements, and moved on to the log. And for the log Viper, which is all one motion, I used 135 pounds today for triples, and I used a middle grip. But I actually had some cool advice from a subscriber who does strongman last time, and I applied it to the clean and press, where I use a higher grip with the log tilted away from me, and that made a huge difference. I squat down with the weight a little bit with my legs, my knees moving outward instead of forward, and I just felt a tremendous difference in power and explosion. So shout out to every one of you who has helped me out with the strongman stuff. It's brand new to me, but I'm feeling pretty damn good with it. So post-workout, I always have my shake, and I usually show you my whey concoction I make at home. However, this specific gym is like a 40-minute drive, and I like to get protein right away, so I'll usually just buy an Isopure right at the desk. Man, this is a throwback. You guys remember these? These are like old school, but these have 40 grams of protein in them, and they taste delicious. The green apple's the way to go. So if I'm far away from home, I mean, I'll try to pack a shake usually, but I don't always, and when I don't and I'm far, I'll grab one of these bad boys. 40 grams of instant protein post-workout, especially since I train fast, I like to get protein immediately. Look at this beast I have right now. I just mounted a new bar onto this thing so I can hold both the mic and now this light piece right here. And check this out. Watch this. Ready? Boom. Blinded by the light. Look at that. Ooh. And then you can dim it. And then you can brighten it. So this is what the whole thing looks like. Woo. Look at that. Thing's pretty monstrous. So I'll wait a couple hours when I get home, and I'll try to get work done after the shake. My whole thing is I just try not to eat unless I'm really hungry. It's actually one of the tricks I used to get over my binge eating issue, and it works well. Don't force yourself to starve yourself once you actually feel hungry. But it's like, your brain will trick yourself. Sometimes you'll think you're hungry because you're bored or whatever. But so what I do is I ate the shake, and I'm pretty well held over. I'm caffeinated, my blood's still flowing. I don't have a huge appetite after the gym. If you put food in front of me, I will have a huge appetite, but I don't need it right away, so I have the shake immediately for protein, and then I'll work for a couple of hours. Then when it's like nagging at me, I'm feeling hungry, then I eat. And a good snack, by the way, almonds, lightly salted almonds, and my favorite, berries, man. Blackberries and raspberries. I pick at these bad boys. These and almonds are like what I pick at while I make food. First major meal is always either the oatmeal, and I've shown you that recipe before, I might make it again later, or the grits with the eggs, the Ronnie Coleman breakfast, which is what I'm gonna go with today. First things first, little pan, spray the pan, get the burner turned on, let that heat up. Then, get the grits going, 2 packs, and this is butter flavor. Butter flavored instant grits. Okay, major key. This is the weirdest looking combo you'll ever see in your life. I got it from Ronnie originally, and it's delicious, and I've loved it ever since. 2 packs of oats with water, and ready, a slice of American cheese. Like, what the hell? It tastes really good, because grits are not like oatmeal, which I found. From the Northeast, man, we don't do grits up here. It's a Southern thing. It's really good. So we heat that up for a minute, and then while we do that, we get 3 eggs. 1 whole egg, 1 egg white, 1 whole egg. So 3 eggs total, 2 of them are whole. Blending works so much better than whipping. You don't get any of those chunks or bubbles in there. And then, yeah. So chop up the eggs, nice and scrambled, and then this is done. And we can add the eggs right into that. And again, I know this is kind of funny looking, but trust me.
I have to admit, the first time you made it, it looked disgusting.
Yeah.
And I asked you after you ate it, and you even thought it looked gross too, and you said it was delicious.
I was always blown away by it. Where's your pepper? A little bit less than this pepper. A little bit of pepper on there is good. And then what I do, since we off season, we're not on that contest prep, so I add 1 extra slice of cheese on top.
I bet salt would be good on that.
Maybe, and I let it melt. Maybe, so the cheese has some sodium in it already. And it's really fun. We're gonna let that melt for a minute. Here's the final product, man. Stir it around, mix it up so the cheese is all melted in. Delicious. And it's interesting because like it sounds so off, because especially for me, like we're oatmeal people up here in the north. So like I was thinking, you think oatmeal, you think like sweet flavors, like maple brown sugar with some fruit mixed in it. You think like sweet. This isn't sweet. This is meant to be more like, it almost has like a breakfast burrito, like something on the griddle kind of a taste to it, like a, I don't know, like a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich kind of a vibe to it, which sounds really gross in this context. You just gotta try it. It's actually really, really good. Something I fell in love with during contest prep. I see Ronnie Coleman did it, and it's amazing. Get that butter flavor. Major key, sour strips. Gotta have a sour strip too. Dinner is going to be the famous omelet I've shown you guys. So a lot of times Ariana and I end up going out to eat, or Ariana actually makes a lot of dinners lately, like pasta dinners and cool stuff like that. But whenever we don't have something specific like that planned, this is my go-to. I was multitasking, and I left the burner on high by accident, and I fucking burnt the bottom of it. God damn it. Never multitask when you're cooking. And of course, a little bit of ketchup on top always makes everything better. With the omelet, for our carbs, we're having maple and brown sugar flavored, sugar-free instant oatmeal. Is delicious. Tear this bad boy open, 2 packs right there. 2 packs, 200 calories. I'm not tracking calories, but just in case you're curious, it's the only thing I remember off the top of my head for calories. And then a scoop of peanut butter. Yeah, and then we add water. Then we microwave, bam. Okay, now it's out and hot. We add a little splash of the almond milk. And then we add a little dash of the cinnamon. Woo. Big dash.
That was a big dash.
And then we got these blueberries that are like, basically in their last leg. They're kind of old. Will I get diarrhea or won't I? Comment in the comment section below. Don't comment in the info section. Anyway, you mix all that up, and what you have here is amazing, which is Latin for orgasm in the mouth, because that's what this is. And right here, you're getting, for macros, a whole lot of carbs, a whole lot of mostly carbs and some fat, and it's great. Look at the size of this dinner. And we ain't getting no thinner. If dieting is a religion, you can call me a sinner, but the size of these plates, you can bet your ass I'm a winner. Oh, that was fire. Are you pooping?
No, I'm peeing.
All right, just making sure. Now you might be wondering 2 things, Nick. Why in the hell do you not have vegetables in your diet? What the hell happened to those meals you were just eating in the last videos? They both coincide. Because I had those meals, I didn't have a need to go get vegetables. Or meat for that matter. But we were traveling back to back for like 3 weeks straight. I had to stop ordering the meals because they would have came to my door and gone bad because I wouldn't have been here to get them. So I had to cut that out. I just didn't plan ahead. So this is like what I eat when I don't have those. Ignore my messy kitchen and the 2 open cabinets. That's not usually my nature. I'm trying to be like Max. Last meal of the night, man. So I was debating on this or like more like chicken salad that Ariana made, which is actually really delicious, but I think I'm gonna save that for tomorrow because I'm actually full. That's right, I've come so far in my binge eating problem, I actually get full now, isn't it? I'm so proud of myself. This would not have been a thing 3 months ago. But anyway, so I'm really full, and I'm actually cool with eating at all anymore, but I do wanna make sure I get enough protein in, especially now that we're back into hard training. So, just to top off the protein and make sure that is up to snuff, I'm making the protein shake. Normally I could do the whole shaker to make it cold. I showed you that in a past video with the ice cubes. Way too damn tired right now. So 2 scoops of this. This is the smoothest tasting protein in the world. You can get it off markbellslingshot.com. The link's in the info box below. Discount code is Nick10. A little bit of cinnamon because it tastes really good. And it boosts your metabolism. People still actually think that. Okay, and then a little bit of salt because, well, I told you the real reason before when it's post-workout, but even before bed it just tastes a little salty with some sweetness. Mix it up, Dad, and then drink.
No, lactate.
Oh yeah, I'm trying this lactate
Oh my
thing.
God.
Speaking of lactate, I didn't shit. I didn't do the diarrhea after the blueberries. So if you commented that I was going to.
Not yet, but it's not pot's time.
It's not pot's time yet. But trying this, just see, because hardcore dairy, like I can eat a cheese pizza fine, no problem. I can eat those American Crafts fine. But just a hardcore direct dairy, so like whey protein, ice cream, just for a couple examples, the heavy hitters, they kind of make me have to go to the bathroom a lot more than I
Does
should.
milk irritate it?
Yeah, direct if I chug some milk, so I hate milk though. But I'm trying chewing one of Ariana's lactates and see if it
Swallow it at the same time.
see if it doesn't digest better. Fucking pain this cameraman, all she does is cut me off.
I'm trying to help you. I'm like an expert lactator. Or lactator. Oh my
I
god.
think all mothers are.
I'm going to bed.
Surprise, internet, it's a boy.
Oh my god. I'm an expert lactate taker. I was trying to be clever like you, and then I just...
I was an expert latte taker, and then I turned one.
Bitch!
I didn't shit the blueberries.
Not yet. Not pot's time.
That's like what a light day looks like, a light day of eating. Kind of when I just keep busy and like forget to eat or whatever. Just only eat when I'm hungry. But keep in mind, it's to offset a lot of the heavier days I have because like I said, her and I will go out to eat and she'll make fun dinners and stuff a lot. So there will be days where I get a lot more than that. So just on the days when we don't do something fun, I like to keep it kind of streamlined. So it kind of balances out, I think. Knock on wood anyway. Give the video some thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that that little bell, the notification bell, because my shit is not hitting any subscriber feeds anymore. And maybe that's the way you like it. But if you don't want it that way, hit that bell. See you at the next one.